Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. And so last time out it was a load of Confidant stuff, a load of social link stuff. This part is more social link stuff. Can't get away from it at the moment. Oh yeah, so I'm showing off basically this is what happens once you once the vegetables are ready to be harvested. Go up to Haru, ask to harvest the vegetables, and you get them. Get a sun tomato, nice. Basically, and I think it's a thing where basically, if you, the further along you are in Haru's Confidant rank, so the higher up you are, you know, closer to the max rank, the greater the yield you get from the vegetables. So you start off with just getting one vegetable per go, and then later on it's like you get much greater yield. Anyway, I was just basically saying, so this part is going to be all Confidant. Next part is finally we're going to be heading into Mementos to do the Confidant quests. So we'll be seeing some battles next time. We're starting off with Haru. And once again, she's talking about what's going on with her stuff. Basically, the pressure that she's feeling from, you know, to sell her shares in the company that she's the majority shareholder in, as well as dealing with the this marriage proposal thing that she's kind of being forced into. So yeah, that's what pretty much what Haru's dealing with at the moment. I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background; they're so fucking loud. What can I say? I've got a silver tongue, so to speak. Yeah. So basically, she still doesn't really know how to deal with it, and she needs kind of help with it. Bumper crop increases the total. Look at that! Aren't I brilliant? We're at rank 5 with her now, which means the yield of vegetables that we get is now larger, which is really fucking useful. We really need that.
Shall we return home?
No more talk of elephant dung, please. So there we go. Haru's still having issues with this prick.
You're back.
Oh, we're getting more text messages. We always get texts. So anyway, we're continuing with this. Like I say, I always say this when these things come up, but basically it's more pushing you to get on with it. You know, who could it possibly be? Who could the culprit be? I don't know. I can't remember. Basically, Haru is bringing up the possibility that it might be someone at school, and here's Akechi just pretty much saying, yeah. That ain't likely. And she's pretty much saying that. But I was also saying, yeah, well, the person who's carrying out these things has to be a Persona user, which is right. Because anyone who that's the thing. Actually, it has to be a Persona user carrying out the kills, I suppose. But normal people, regular people, can enter the the other world, can enter these palaces if they've got the app on them. So, yeah. That's pretty much. So yeah, it's pretty much just pushing us forward again. You know, can we please get on with this? We need to deal with size Shadow.
Damn it.
But no, I've got confidence to do, man. Okay, so with Ohya. Last time she found out that her contact knows where Kaio is, but her boss found out that she was continuing this investigation behind his back, even though she told him that she wasn't going to do this, continue with this investigation, and now he's putting through even more work and doubling her quota even further. So now she's kind of in a position where she can't chase down any information about the case, because this asshole is pretty much pressuring everybody who's kind of gives her information on this subject to basically don't do it if you want to do it, if you don't want something bad to happen to them. And at the same time, Ohya's getting more and more exhausted and tired, and kind of been run into the ground. So of course that leads us to this little situation where we have to go in and deal with her boss's shadow. Yeah, but she's pretty much warning us off there, basically saying, don't do anything dumb. I know you want to help me out, but don't do anything dumb. And so now we've got ourselves another quest, fighting for truth and journalism. So that will be next part that we'll be doing that. We'll be heading into Mementos to deal with her boss's shadow. So yeah. But before that, we've got more social links. More social link stuff to do. Put on trial for murder. I don't think that's exactly true. Zero. Of course, that's right. There's no age restrictions to watch trials. Now this is something else which becomes relevant for Sai's palace in a little bit, actually. The fact that there's no age restrictions for people who want to go and watch people on trial in Japan. So there you go. I don't know if there's an age restriction in the UK. I'm trying to remember, because I've been to observe a trial before. It's actually interesting to watch, but yeah, I don't know whether there's a specific age. I think it's just whether I think maybe you have to have a good reason for it. Like there has to be a sound reasoning for why you want to do it. But I honestly have no clue. I honestly have no clue. It's interesting that there isn't an age limit on watching watching trials. I would have thought there would be. Maybe it's just like maybe it's just common sense, and like you can't let a kid go to watch a murder trial or something. Anyway, so we're back with Haru, and she's going to a bookstore because she wants to find out more information about coffee beans, and she wants to kind of find out better ways to kind of grow her vegetables and grow her coffee beans and that kind of thing. So she's going to an old bookstore. By the way, it can't be good for those books sitting outside. Or I guess, what do they take them in at the end of every day? That must suck. What happens if it rains? Ruin the fucking books, man. Have a bit of common sense. Yeah, she's got to talk about once again about Takakura, the current president, is basically kind of seems to be a bit obsessed with profits and not really doesn't really seem to care much about getting trust back from the public, basically. Harrison recovery, chance to cure status ailments inflicted on party members. That is very useful to have. And Haru's now at rank 6 of 10. Getting close to the end of her Confidant rank now. I've noticed that, by the way. I keep switching between Social Link and Confidant. It's playing so much Persona 4 Golden for such a long fucking time that, you know, I just tend to default to that. I'm not a brat. Go fuck yourself. Excuse me, this is not a date. I have a girlfriend, thank you very much.
That's...
You tell him, Haru. Yeah, just... You tell that son of a bitch. Of course there's a reparations clause. Oh my god. Kuma was such a fucking dumbass. Causes so many problems for his daughter. I don't know how he comes up with that logic. Akuma Foods needs the marriage to go ahead? Why the fuck? Yeah, and Takakura has basically made a reservation for the wedding hall without Haru's knowledge. And so, yeah, that's causing... So he seems to be getting involved in her personal life too, which is, you know, he's a cunt. To put it bluntly. But, yeah. So, yeah, Haru's in a whole heap of trouble. Yeah, so basically, Takakura, it pretty much at this point, it seems very clear that he basically doesn't give a shit about, you know, raising up the he cares more about making money out of the company than he does about repairing its image. And if, you know, Haru getting married to this asshole improves the chance that, you know, the company's going to make more money, then he's going to force her into it, whether she wants to fucking do it or not. So yeah, there's a couple of fucking assholes that she has to deal with at the moment. Anyway, here we are, we're back with Iwai.
Good.
His social link tends to, I keep saying it, his confidant tends to take a long time to kind of get going. I think he appears more often kind of earlier on in mid-game kind of thing. And then later on he kind of shows up kind of less and less. So I don't really know. But it's taken a while to get any of his social link ranks going during this playthrough. So yeah, now he's talking about how he got his kid with you know, how he managed to how he has a kid without having a, you know, a wife or anything like that. Basically, a member of the Yakuza who basically took this kid in, and his I think it's his kid doesn't know about it, doesn't know that he's his his biological dad. Doesn't know that he's not his biological dad is what I'm trying to say. And so Suda is now basically saying, you know, do what I want all the time, or he's going to tell Kaoru everything. And, you know, Iwai is not in the best of positions here. So yeah, Iwai's in a bit of bother here and needs to kind of deal with this asshole sooner rather than later. Yeah. Just protecting Kaoru because he doesn't want people to treat him differently just because Iwai used to have a very, let's just say, a very sketchy past, to say the least. So, yeah. So yeah, he's been trying to stall him so he can find out what's going on, but You can't find anything out because this guy's Suda's a bit of a
Sorry.
keeping his cards very close to his chest, and now he's being he's being monitored all around the clock. So he's kind of he's kind of in a bad position, and so it's kind of like this. So basically, he's relying on us to kind of try and get information on Suda for him. And we get a new reward, which is decreases the amount of gun customization. So we can customize our guns for less money, and he's at rank 5 now. That's kind of interesting because he's only at rank 5, and I've been able to do his Confidant rank from pretty much the beginning of the game. And yet, Haru, which I've only had for like the last few hours or so of the game, I've got her up to rank 6. So, yeah. Iwai's just hasn't shown up. When it has shown up, there have been other social links, which, or confidants, which I've wanted to do more and get done, been more urgent to get done, basically. So, 10 days left until we have to do, the deadline to complete Size Palace. Size Palace actually is one of the more tricky ones. Like, it's not super difficult, it's just like there's a lot of steps to it. Like, you go in initially, then you have to go out, then you go back in for a little while, and then there's a certain point where you have to go out again in order to change her cognition, and then you can go back in and complete it. But anyway, that's it for this part, Persona 5. Next part is going to be pretty much all... I know it is. It's going to be all battles, because we're going to be heading into Mementos to do the Confidant quests. So that'll be in the next part of Persona 5. So join me next time when we'll be doing more. When we'll be doing the Confidant quests in Persona 5. See you next time.